Did you call bank? I call game.
What's up, Pack Nation? It is Pack here. I have some NBA 2K20 news for you guys. Essentially, it's about the build system and the creative player system and how it's kind of changed, or it's probably changed for NBA 2K20. Some 2K YouTubers were talking about this and talking about how 2K League players got to play NBA 2K20 early and that they got some information that they announced. Now, here is a warning. This is not official news. This is more rumor than it is confirmation, but because there's people, and a lot of people, saying that this is fact, and because there's a lot of people from different sources saying the same thing, it's looking to be like this is probably true. But I just want to say that it hasn't been confirmed yet, so watch out for that. Now, before this video starts, be an OG, join the Pack Nation, and subscribe. Another thing is that reminder about my NBA 2K20 giveaway. I'm giving away 5 copies, 1 Legend Edition and 4 regular editions for NBA 2K20. If you want to win that, all you have to do is follow me on Instagram, and that is it. I'll put you in a raffle or a randomizer, and you could win NBA 2K20 for free. I will DM you if you have won when NBA 2K20 releases, so get on that. Now, let's get this video started. So essentially, iPod King Carter had a stream where he was talking about the insight he has so far for NBA 2K20. He believed that they're going to completely change the attribute system and the creating a player and builds and all of that stuff. And he also has sources for where he's getting this information. Apparently, what he was saying is that he was talking with 2K League players and they were able to play 2K20 in advance just to try it out and test it. And what those players are saying is that they completely changed the build system. I'm going to give you the actual quote itself from the actual stream, and then we'll dive into it into detail and see what that all means. So, the quote is here. Well, 2K have been letting some 2K League players play the game and get inside info. You don't pick archetypes. Everybody gets a certain amount of bars. Whatever you put up, the game chooses your archetype. For example, if you put all your bars into 3-point shooting and dunking, you'll be a slashing sharp. A lot of people can just blow this off saying that this is fake and that he has no real information and sources and he's just saying what he thinks. But to be fair, Mike Wang has been hinting a lot that there's a brand new attribute system and creating a player system that they've completely changed it. And 2K does like going back to old things and saying that they're brand new, like we've already had this system back in 2K15, 16, and even 17. So it's not like this is brand new stuff. This is stuff that we've already had before. And maybe they're realizing, hey, that was way better, especially this NBA where some people are just so versatile that they thought maybe we should just go back to how we had it before. This could be true. Another thing is, I don't think iPod King Carter would just randomly blurt this out without having a really high confidence that it was true. Again, this is a pretty big statement, especially saying that you were talking to 2K League players and saying that they're lying and that they're not telling the truth is also a big statement. So again, I don't think he's lying about this. I mean, you need people to test the game before you release the game, and that's what they probably did with the 2K League players, especially when it's competitive scene. They're going to really want their opinion on the game. So to me, that makes a lot of sense. Also, this is something that we've been asking for the most part. We want to be able to put attributes in some things. I personally wanted that as well. I don't like the 2-build system at all. It creates a lot of mismatches in the game. But that is what iPod King Carter is saying. I'm choosing to believe it because to me, there's a lot of hints so far, like Mike Wang saying it's changing, iPod King Carter saying that there's 2K League players saying it. This has been the rumor for a little while now. It's looking like this is going to be the case. Now, we are less than a month away from the game, and we're also 2 weeks, not even 2 weeks away from the actual demo itself, or prelude, or whatever you want to call it. So we're going to find out very, very soon. There's going to have to be a trailer that releases in the next couple days too, because if not, there's no way they don't give us information about Park and creating a player in the next couple days. They have to, right? But still, it's looking like this is going to be the case. Let me just repeat what I said before, right? This has already happened before. We had this in 2K15, 16, and 17. For example, you were given a certain amount of upgrades and you were able to put your upgrades in any situation you wanted. So first you picked your position, point guard through center. And then you picked your height, your length, your weight, and then you went into the attributes and you picked what attributes you wanted, and you were able to delve into it however you wanted, right? There was jump shooter, inside scorer, athlete, playmaker, rebounder, and defender. That was in 2K15 and 16. And then 2K17, you had shooting off dribble, layups and dunks, mid-range, 3-point shooting, post scoring, agility, strength, rebounding, playmaking, defending. Maybe they're going to continue with that. And then maybe they're going to go even deeper, go to every single specific stat. That might happen too, maybe mid-range open, mid-range contested, three-point open, playmaking, perimeter defense, post defense. If they really go into that detail, like every single stat you can upgrade and you get like certain amount of upgrades, that would be interesting too. That would have to be really cool that you can go like specifically into things. Like if you're a tall player and you think, okay, I don't need a rebounding badge because I'm already tall, you can put those points instead into three-point shooting. And I think it'll still adjust, right? So like, let's say you're a shooting guard, you max out your three, you're going to be making threes way better than the center who's maxing out his threes because you're a shooting guard. Playmakers will be faster than a center who maxes out his speed because you're his point guard, right? That's how I think it should work for the most part. Like Russell Westbrook has a high rebounding rating because he averages like 10 assists a game, right? But Joel Embiid is still going to be a better rebounder than Russell Westbrook. And I think that's how they're going to do these builds. I think this is definitely the way to go. I had the problem of I want to be able to shoot my threes and I also want to be able to drive without sacrificing handles. Like, to me, that's a big problem. A lot of NBA players can shoot threes, dunk, and handle the ball. Why can't I in 2K? That was like my biggest beef with the game. And you're like, okay, well, that's not fair. If I do that, maybe I'm sacrificing speed. Maybe I'm sacrificing defense, strength, rebounding, even layups. Maybe I'm sacrificing all these things. They're shooting mid-ranges. And I'm okay with that. I don't care because as long as I have my three-point shooting, dunking, and handles, I'm happy, right? So it makes it a lot more realistic. No player is going to be OP. You could even players that could just like flatten out everything and average everything equally. So those are like, I guess, the demigod builds that can technically do everything okay. And then doing all this will end up creating your build for you or naming you for you. Like in 2K17, you were a sharpshooter if you maxed out your three-point rating in mid-ranges. It gave you the name rather than you have to pick before the game even starts, right? I'm really hoping this is the case. I'm going to have fun with this for sure. It's going to create a lot more flexibility in build making. You're not going to be able to you're not going to be forced into making something a two build system or pure. Like now you'll be able to be a center that could play defense, rebound, and also maybe sometimes score in the post. Like you won't have to sacrifice that. Or maybe you could be an athletic center who can also rebound and defend. Like no more of this. Literally DeAndre Jordan is a perfect example of that. In the two build system, you can't make a DeAndre Jordan because DeAndre Jordan's a good defender and a good rebounder who can also catch lobs and dunk easily. Technically, you can't do that in 2K because you had the two build system where you could only defend and rebound. Sure, you could still technically do it, but it's not as good as players in the NBA have it, right? Or Jokic, who can literally post up, three-point shoot, and play make all at the exact same time, and rebound. Like there's all these things. There's details that the game before was kind of like forcing you to live through. And that's why I think 2K18 and 19's parks were kind of annoying and bad because of this system. So hopefully we are looking at a brand new attribute system. Hopefully we can make archetypes the way we want to now and enjoy the game. And at the same time, you can make builds that focus on defense and it won't break the game. Like you can create players that are going to counteract the players that you think are overpowered and stop them, right? I can't wait to try it. We're gonna find out. I don't want to say this is confirmed, but it's looking to me like it's almost 100% definitely going to happen, just because usually these are rumors, but because there's so many people saying this, and especially people within the community, it's looking like this is definitely going to be the case. There's too many people talking about this for it not to be accurate, so I believe pretty confidently this is going to be the route 2K20 is going to go with player creation, and I think this is a good sign for the game. Now, me personally, if this is the case, my plan is to probably make a shooting guard pretty tall, can shoot threes really well, can dunk really well, and have pretty solid handles, so that sure, I may not be fast and I may not be a great defender, but I feel like defense in the game for the most part, the most part, has to do with how well you know where people are going, like how well you know the animations. Like it's more of like an IQ thing. And then when it comes to speed, sure, I may not be the fastest player, but if I'm breaking your ankles, that's not going to matter. And also if I have like Hall of Fame posterizer, it's not going to matter either. I'm just going to dunk on you anyways. So that's what I'm going to do. I know that sounds cheesy, but that's what I want to do though. The only thing left to basically mention is badges. I don't know really what they're going to do in the badge situation. I guess that's going to depend on which position you are and then also which attribute you're putting in. So I guess if you maxed out, right, like three-point shooting, it'll let you have the Hall of Fame badge or like earn it. Maybe you can get silver catch and shoot if you only put three-point shooting in the middle, right, or something like that. Hopefully that's like what it's looking like. I do think we're going to find people who make like almost demigod builds like they did before, but we'll see how that works. And that is it for this video, you guys. What do you guys think about this news? Do you think it is cash or trash? Leave it in the comments below. Personally, I think this is a good step for NBA 2K20. I'm actually surprised they decided to change it, even though this isn't new or anything. They're just going back to the old system, but still, I'm glad that they're changing something that a lot of people did not like. But I am interested in hearing what your guys' opinion is, so leave it in the comments below. If you like this channel, please give it a sub, and I'll see you guys next time.
Did you call bank?